It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
and West,
Huh?
Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rule.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Big wrong niggas grind off Primo, Fur, and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Near can't be mad, cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into some got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. You know what it is. It's your boy, the dean of all things hip hop, Easy. You know what I'm saying? We got the assistant principal, Deska Deasia, sitting next to me. We got the principal, Supreme Ra, down up under me. What's going on tonight, y'all?
Nothing much, just glad to be here. I've been beating the traffic trying to get here, so I'm glad I made it here safe.
You know how that Friday.
It's been a rough day. I got an attitude problem.
I
Yeah,
can
you been
tell,
having attitude
brother.
all day, and I wasn't here for it.
Yeah, I could tell, but you know what? You're gonna be all right. By the end of the show, you're gonna be all right, my brother.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Because don't shit change because you mad. That's what I want you to understand.
As long as you got your
I hope you
tool.
picking up what I'm putting down. Don't shit change because you mad, partner.
That's right.
Got
But,
me
hey,
fucked up.
so tonight we got a dope ass show lined up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be pretty much about, you know, how sometimes these rappers pass on and you know they get love, they get their flowers after they pass on. They don't get them same flowers while they here. So, you know, like we do each and every Friday, we're gonna start off with this hip hop trivia question. Brought to you by our sponsor, Supreme Pull Up, Deska Deasia, art by Chung Lee, the Uhuru Academy, and Lit and Leisure Travel. Tonight's trivia question is: who was the first rap group to perform on Saturday Night Live? You know what I'm saying? You might have to go back a little bit. So who was the first rap group to perform on Saturday Night Live? So if y'all got
That's a tough one.
Yeah. So if y'all got some answers, some guesses, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go back a little bit for that one. So let's get it started, man. You know, with that being said, class is in session. You know what I'm saying? We got a few trending topics to talk about. You know what I'm saying? This first one we gonna get into, right?
Bro,
This first one we gonna get into. You know, it's an ongoing story, man. You know what I'm saying? There's something new every week with this shit. Young Thug. This week, this nigga done got caught. You know what I'm saying? Passing the perk in court. He in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? They passing contraband in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? So, man, what y'all think about this shit? Is he taking this shit serious? Do we think it's a rap? What y'all think about this whole shit with Young Thug and, you know what I'm saying, that whole incident?
I just feel like it's a junkie doing junkie shit, if you ask me. You know, as serious as this situation is, you take the risk of catching another charge, making yourself look even worse. Why would you do something like that? Like you said, he ain't really, he's not taking it as serious as he should be taking it. Maybe them lawyers done got in his ear and gave him a glimpse of hope or something like that. But now you playing with fire at this point. If there was a chance of getting out or getting time reduced or something, you making it worse for yourself. And is it that serious? Like the man is in there laying it down. I don't know if he been doing drugs the whole time he been there or not, because I think, you know, once you get locked up, you go through that. If you were on drugs, you go through that withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not able to get to the drugs. So it seems like to me that if he was bold enough to do this in court, then he been having people slipping him something. You know, when he what you call it when you in population. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he probably now that make the RICO case worse because doing shit like that is part of a RICO charge. You know what I'm saying? He moving work in prison.
What
Yeah,
you think, Brent?
man, that's dope ain't doing dope ain't shit, man. These niggas out here bad, man. These niggas out here bad, man. You know,
That's all. Go
I've
ahead.
done my share of illicit drugs before, man, but I've never done the Percocet, right?
Yeah.
But it seemed like that Percocet got a hold of these young boys, man.
Yeah, you think so? Like that, where you would take that kind of chance in court, you know what I'm saying? And like the agent said, you know what I'm saying? You probably getting it while you're in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait till you slide back in there, you know what I'm saying, and do your thing. I would think,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
maybe he not getting it by
Maybe
you
not.
now.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe not. But you know what I'm saying? To
For
me,
him to
Maybe
do
he not,
something that
man.
cold, he
Let me tell
gotta
you
be.
something, man. The dope.
you said
The
what?
dope what? Supreme, what you were saying?
Yo.
He done froze.
The
But
dope trade is heavy in the penitentiary.
Right.
so in my opinion,
Can
if
y'all
it's
hear me?
heavy, yeah, we can hear you. If it's heavy in the penitentiary, it'll seem like to me for him, it's just the boldness of that move that leads me to believe that he got to be doing it back there before you to be that bold to do it at court.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't
That's
know.
crazy. Like I said, to me, he just not
It's
taking
big
this shit
money in the
serious.
penitentiary and in jail with drugs.
Right, for sure. But my thing is, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm freezing, y'all. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay, that's cool.
Get your shit
All right.
together now.
Get your shit straight.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like, you know, I don't know if he done came to if he done settled on that, you know what I'm saying? He just gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
know.
he probably done decided, hey, I'm gonna be here for a long while. Gunna done threw me under the bus.
Yeah. And
The
then
people already done confirmed that we are moving as
gang.
a gang
Exactly. So
organization.
and then when you see him in court, you know, he be in there smiling and you know what I'm saying? You know, and then I hate to think like this, but Young Thug, you know, we all know Young Thug more so for the way he used to dress and shit like that down there for his music, right?
So what you trying to say? You think he done found him old boyfriend up in there?
I'm just saying, you know how they what's the old saying? a certain motherfucker in a tree full of dicks. Hey, he might be happy in there. He might be, you know what I'm saying?
If I'm not mistaken, there was a video that was circulating a long time
It was
ago
him.
with
Yeah.
Young Thug talking about if he were to get locked up, he was gonna be wearing dresses and stuff.
Yeah. So
he already had done got his ass wet and ready. That's what it sounds like.
Exactly. So he all right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else tripping like, damn man, they done turned on Thug, and you know what I'm saying? He gonna be in that motherfucker. You know, he wrapped up in the Rico and shit. He in that bitch. Same like to me, like he all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, you never know, man.
And had he been locked up before in the past, I don't remember him having a rap sheet like that.
I think he been locked up before, but I don't think it was like no time like that.
Like just some petty crime.
Yeah, probably like some months here and there, shit like that. I think that was when he was younger, like teenager type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got a relative that actually like going to jail. I bullshit you not. Like he'll be asking me things just is if I'm dating somebody, is he doing something to you? You know I do this, fam. Like, and he really about that because he said that he like being locked up because you ain't got to worry about none. You ain't got to worry about no bills. You gonna get fed. You get your 3 hots in the cot. You ain't got to worry about nothing, no stresses or anything like that. Only thing you got to worry about is just protecting your neck. And he don't mind going it. He don't mind it. And you know, there are some people that are so messed up out here to where like they be on the streets, they be on drugs, they might be homeless or something like that. A lot of people do some dumbass shit to get locked up just to have a place to sleep.
Yeah. That's how it be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So moving like right along, somebody else kind of, tied into the ATL, that
Is
shit.
he froze or
Am
this
I,
me?
am I here? Am I good? Am I good?
Yeah, you good.
But yeah, so did y'all hear that 21 Savage little rant on Clubhouse and shit? When
No,
he
I
was
didn't
stuck.
hear about it. I heard about it, but I don't know what happened, man. Somebody snitched on himself or something.
Nah, man. I guess somebody had pissed him off, said something to piss him off. I guess they was I think it's from Chicago, but he got to talking about, his team. They ain't took no losses. They ain't dropped no bodies on their side. They been dropped like 30 bodies on the other side. He got killers in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they ready, they get down and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But so check this out though, right? I don't know if y'all remember, like maybe about 6 months ago, they was talking about it was a rapper from Atlanta that was cooperating with the police and giving information on these rappers and all this type of shit. Nah, and people were saying back then it might be 21. People said it might be T.I., but now it's kind of starting to seem like it might be 21. Because how you just gonna talk that reckless? You know what I'm saying? On an open app like that. And now people saying that the police created the Clubhouse app just for niggas, just to catch niggas up because they know niggas gonna be talking about the shit they done did. What y'all think about that whole shit?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 21. I'm not gonna put that jacket on that man back like that because I from the outside looking in, I don't know him personally or anything like that, but just watching him, he seemed like a stand-up guy. But I won't put it past him because he from the UK and he probably got some type of deal he working with for ICE not to be on his ass. So they probably are using him as a foreman. They probably no, y'all quit laughing. I'm trying to be serious. They probably are using him as an informant. Ain't no telling, this man, he out here on a wing and a prayer for real. They about to deport his ass. He got one false move, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't nothing surprise me no more about these niggas, man. I'm talking about nothing at all, man. I done lost faith and hope in anything these niggas, man. I like 21 Savage. I like his music. He seemed like a cool person in his interviews and shit. I hope not, man. But like they just say, man, he got some shit on him, man. He got some deportation hanging over his head.
Right.
Yeah, because what would be when you think about it, any other rapper, what would be the incentive for them to be chirping? Why would they be talking?
Right.
21 has an incentive to talk. Nobody else that you could name has an incentive to talk. But we just speculating here.
He tied in. He tied in with a lot of them, the young thugs and little babies and all that shit. So you know what I mean? Say, hey man.
What's the name of his crew? Sniper, Slaughter Gang. What's his shit?
Is it Snipe Life or some shit?
Slaughter Gang.
Slack. You talking about Young Thug?
Nah, 21 Slaughter Gang.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't even know. Savage life. They savages though, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But that whole situation is kind of fucked up, man. So I guess it'll come out. You know what I'm saying? If he did have something to do with that whole shit.
Yeah.
So check this out, right?
What we got?
This nigga Ed Lover.
Okay.
Said Emil. You remember Emil? Y'all remember Emil, right?
From that was with Jay-Z now back in the day.
Yeah. He said she was the biggest what if in hip hop history. Like, what if? I don't really know what he was saying.
Was she on that song? Can I get a what?
Yeah. That's probably her biggest song.
You know who she married to, right?
Who that?
Killer Priest.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
The thing is, Ed Lover, he just saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He sound like he needs to be in the hip hop group past the present. He needs to be in the Facebook group because he'll get some shit started with his post. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe our R&B group or something.
She was dope.
She was
I
all
like
right.
Tamia. She was
Man,
pretty.
if I think about the biggest what if, I say Charlie Baltimore. If I want to reach out and down in a bag, I
say
say
Charlie
Charlie
Baltimore?
Baltimore, not a meal.
Nah, I say even when it comes to females, to me it was MC Trouble back in the day. She died. I don't know if you remember MC Trouble, DH, but back
Yeah.
then,
I heard of it. When she from the West Coast.
yeah, she had passed away back in
Yeah,
'95.
that's a very unpopular opinion.
She had a big ass hit. Nigga, she was hot
What?
back then. I can't remember the fucking name, but I know it if I hear it. But you know what I'm saying?
What crew was Charlie Baltimore in?
Charlie Baltimore was with
I know she was fucking with Biggie, you know, but I don't remember what crew. She wasn't with Junior
hold
Mafia.
on, was she with J? Nah, that was so late with JT Money. Charlie Baltimore.
You know who Soleil married to?
She married Genuine. They got a divorce though.
She married to Griff.
She remarried to Professor Griff.
Yeah. Oh Lord, you know everybody.
But
I knew it was Charlie Baltimore.
Soleil was the first voice. That's who Glorilla got their voice from. Remember Soleil's voice was deep like that?
Yeah, I like Soleil.
Her shit was deep too. Yeah, she had a few hits.
Yeah, she was jamming.
Yeah, but Charlie Baltimore, I can't think.
On you.
Once she like rocking with Ja Rule now.
I think Charlie Baltimore was Murder Inc.
I think she was.
I think she so.
Was. Yeah. Well, I think the biggest what if, of course, to me is DOC. You know what I'm saying? If he would have never had that accident and fucked his voice up, like that was like one of the craziest things ever. You one of the hottest rappers in the game. You know what I'm saying? You just happen to have a car accident. Out of all things, you fuck your voice up, so you can't even rap no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was definitely the biggest what if. Now at the time, you know, the West Coast still wasn't getting no respect like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he could have been looked at as a GOAT back in the late 80s, you know what I'm saying? At that time when Rakim was looked at as a GOAT.
Well,
you know what I mean?
it would have been a battle between him and Scarface for King of the South.
Well, he from the South. Yeah, he from the South, but he was looked
at
as
Dallas,
a West
my
Coast.
Nigga, get that.
Nigga, I know where he's from. I know where he's from.
But understood, man.
But he was repping the West.
But he wasn't really considered. Was he?
No, he wasn't considered the South at the time.
Considered a Southern rapper though.
Nah, he wasn't.
And he said he was from Dallas in his rhyme.
I mean, you can be from where you from, but that don't mean that's just like Pac from New York. You get what I'm saying? He's not a Yankee rapper, he's a West Coast rapper.
I get it. I understand.
So Ed Lover was talking about he was all inclusive, men and women. He wasn't just saying I thought he was just talking about women.
Nah, he tripped out this shit.
Yeah. If he was all inclusive, he was a hell of a lot more people he could have named besides a meal.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He probably one of them freak ass nigga probably went to looking on Instagram and saw her picture felt away and wanted to put the name out there. That lady is married, Ed Lover.
Hey, so moving right along, right? So Chicago rap, you know what I'm saying? We think about some of the greatest MCs to come out of Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So it was a list of the Mount Rushmore of Chicago. And
I seen that was horrible.
Yeah, on the list, Kanye wasn't on the list. Common wasn't on the list. Lupe wasn't on the list. Twister wasn't on the list.
Oh, that list invalid as hell. Who was on it?
It was like Chief Keef, G Herbos,
this
like a lot of drill rappers and shit like that. But you know, just thinking of Chicago rappers, who would y'all put on the Mount Rushmore of Chicago?
That's 4 people, right?
Yeah.
Chief Keef.
I'll put him there for sure.
Kanye.
For sure. Gotta have Kanye there.
Twister.
For sure. I agree with all that. In common. Yeah, I agree with all that. I agree with all that.
Yeah, I probably throw Brad in there too.
Brad, she ain't
I think you know what? I would probably no, you can't really Chief Keef had more of an impact than Brad. So I couldn't exchange. I throw Brad in there over Common. I swap Common out.
Nah.
I put Lupe before I put the Brad in.
Yeah, for sure. But
Man,
You got to get
but,
I
over
mean,
Lupe,
yeah,
man.
hey,
yeah. So now when
Lupe.
you think about it, yeah, Lupe, yeah. Well, Brad, she just gonna have to miss, getting chiseled in a rock. That's
But
fine.
yeah, that must have been some
She
young
gonna
niggas that
have to
made
miss
that.
it.
There had
It's
to
too
be
many
some.
that could come before.
There had to be some '90s babies, 2000 babies that
Yeah,
made that list.
but Chief Keef definitely
But
deserves his
yeah,
spot
yeah,
though.
yeah, because
As far as the younger rappers, he definitely
he
deserves it.
definitely ushered in that whole drill sound and that whole new Chicago sound and shit. So yeah, for sure, he deserved to be there.
He was the first nigga with the niggas shirtless on the videos and a bunch of niggas
Yeah,
with guns. He
yeah,
started that shit.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, so one more topic, man. One more trending topic, man. Before we move on to the main topic, Flow Rider. This nigga won 82 million in a
Facts.
lawsuit against this energy drink Celsius. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of money, man. That's
So
a lot
why
of
they
money.
owe him money?
I think they used a song and they paid him. They paid him a certain amount of money, and they ain't pay. They ain't paying what they're supposed to pay him. And shit, they said I think it was something like 80 some thousand. It wasn't even that much. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't
Oh,
even
they
that
tried
much.
to fuck him.
Yeah, they tried to fuck him. So you know what I'm saying? He went through the whole lawsuit process. You know what I'm saying? He won that shit, man. But
Flow Rider, I heard he got paper too.
yeah, shit, them motherfuckers love him. You know what I'm saying? He got them anthems. He's still touring, you know what I'm saying? Like overseas and all that type of shit. They use the songs and all kind of, sporting events, you know what I'm saying, and all kind of shit. Float Rider, he been getting money ever since he dropped pretty much.
Ever since, and what people don't be understanding, like the type of music Flow Rider be making, people want to laugh. I know I had lost the versus battle because I used one of Flow Rider's songs, and that kind of invalidated my list. But like the type of music that he make is very marketable. Where
Right.
it could be used in different commercials and
Yeah.
things like that. It could walk in the mall type of music.
Almost like that almost like that MC Hammer shit, like how he was
Yeah.
hot back then. Yeah.
Didn't one of them Miami niggas found him or put him on? Who put him on? Was it Akon or
I think it might have been Akon.
I think he was dealing with Akon back then, but Pitbull is another one that's getting money, and a lot of people don't realize that
Lil
Pitbull
Jon.
having his hands in a whole lot of stuff too.
Lil Jon had put Pitbull on. He still get money off Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's why he papered up like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about this lawsuit is, like I said in the group, man, it's finally about time that somebody is starting to get some of what they worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, these rappers and shit, no matter how much money they make, it's always the labels and shit to get the bigger portion of the money.
right?
And a bunch of other people with their hands in the pot getting the money off of their creation, they art, shit they created, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's about time, man. I hope more of this shit, you know what I'm saying, come along and shit where motherfuckers starting to get their money back off of people using their shit. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So moving right along, right? So let's go into this topic. So
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
man, so over the last few years, man, we had, recently we just had Gangsta Boo. A couple years ago, it was Young Dolph, and the more bigger name in the last few years was Nipsey Hussle. It seemed like when certain artists pass away, you get all the RIPs, you know what I'm saying, on social media. You get all the videos on YouTube, shit like that. Everybody saying they piece, everybody talking about that was my favorite, this and favorite that. When a lot of these people never really fucked with him like that when they was here. You know what I'm saying? DMX is another good example. You know what I'm saying? He is an example of somebody who motherfuckers used to clown DMX. You know what I'm saying? When he was living, just because of, what I'm saying, his drug problem and shit like that. Motherfuckers used to talk a lot of shit about DMX. Then when he passed, oh man, RIP, you know what I'm saying? The same motherfuckers who was clowning him and talking shit. But so what do y'all think about, when these rappers pass away, man, and it seems like people jump on the bandwagon of the RIPs and that was my favorite. And do you think it's just showing love, or do you think it's motherfuckers just actually really jumping on the bandwagon, trying to be like everybody else? What y'all think?
I don't think it's no different than a bunch of motherfuckers showing up at the wake and when regular niggas around here get killed. You know, it's just the nature of things, man.
Yeah.
You know, death it brings people together.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's
I
true.
don't think it's cloud chasing. I think it's just a natural shit. Damn, this person died, and this person so happened to be a superstar. So it's gonna be a lot of social media outpouring. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
true.
don't be tripping off this shit. I hate when niggas be like, "Oh, y'all didn't listen to Nipsey." Now, what the fuck did that even mean? Like, that should be stupid to me.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
right. I hate when people do that. So
Yeah,
this is my thing. When someone passed away, just I don't want to hear anybody passing away. It don't matter if it's somebody just posting about their granny that we don't know or a celebrity that we know. If somebody posting somebody passed away, I hate to hear it. And I think that just from a human aspect, it's okay to say, you know, rest in peace or give your condolences or feel some type of way about it, whether you like their music or not. It's okay. Just from a human's perspective, you can.
Right.
It's like you're a fucked up individual if you can't give a RIP or send your condolences because you didn't like their music or something. What type of shit is that? You know what I'm
people
saying?
stupid as fuck.
However,
Yeah.
I do have
Because
a
you made a
problem.
post. Because you made a post. So yeah.
Yeah, I
However.
do have a problem when it's rappers or artists or an actor, whatever, when they pass away. Say for instance, like Gangsta Boo. Gangsta Boo didn't get her flowers while she was here. Wasn't nobody hollering about Gangsta Boo top 3, top 5, top 10, and all of that. Gangsta Boo was not getting her flowers while she was here, right? Now all of a sudden you see people talking about, oh, you know, she was the best rapper, she was my top female rapper. You know, she was the hardest one out of 3-6 Mafia. Ain't nobody ever in life said Gangsta Boo was the hardest out of 3-6 Mafia. It has always been unanimously Lord Infamous. So people, oh, she the hardest out of 3-6. Listen, you could be feeling bad that the person passed away or whatever, but don't be jumping on no bandwagon. Don't be capping. I'm not finna sit here and blow smoke up nobody ass, dead or alive. If I rock with your music while you was on top of the ground and the ground wasn't on top of you, I'ma celebrate your music the same way. If I didn't rock with your music, I'ma still have my same criticism. We not finna change tunes because you passed away. And that's what people
Yeah.
doing. And
I
that's the
agree.
part that I don't like. They're just like, for instance, Nipsey Hussle. It was a certain group of people that actually listened to Nipsey Hussle's music.
For sure.
You damn near had to be part of some type of elite circle to be one of those people that really listen to Nipsey Hussle music. Nipsey
Not
Hussle was
really.
one of those guys. You know how it be certain rappers that if you be on them, it's like, ooh, you know, you really on your shit because you know about this person. Nipsey Hussle was one of those guys where you meet somebody that listen to
Right.
Nipsey Hussle too, it's like,
I agree.
oh, you on your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
You know somebody because Nipsey Hussle, it wasn't like he was a mainstream rapper or anything like that. So
And
it was just one of those, you know, underground type things or whatever. Everybody wasn't rocking Nipsey like that.
No,
Nipsey Hussle passed away, and people got to keep it a book. Most of what they like about Nipsey Hussle is the things that he stood for, the things that he said. That nigga barely could rap. But soon as he passed away, folks want to be like, he was the greatest of all time. He probably was a great person. He had a good message. He stood for some good shit. But to be sitting up here trying to like equate him to, oh, he was the next Pac and all of that, he probably would have been as far as impact, as far as his influence on the culture. But as far as music, people need to go ahead and just keep it a buck and quit feeling like you can't keep it real just because somebody done passed away. And that's the part that I don't like.
Man, it was this chick on Facebook. I ain't like her. She ain't like me. She died. I still ain't like the hoe. And motherfucker, rest in peace and all this. I
don't fuck with
what
you.
the fuck changed?
Yeah, it's like,
hey, but check this out. I'm gonna tell you why the Nip the whole Nipsey Hussle thing was a little bit was
Well, tell us then, brother
was
E.
different. Let me tell you, let me break it down for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like you said, Nip wasn't no mainstream rapper. It wasn't a lot of motherfuckers, you know, that actually knew Nipsey Hussle music like that. Like you and like the point that you're making, everybody after he died came out like, oh shit, Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P. Everybody around the world, you know what I'm saying, was doing videos and shit like that. But I think what it was, shit, everybody saw that nigga get killed. You know what I'm saying? The whole world saw that nigga get killed. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much on live TV. So then everybody started, damn, who is he? You know what I'm saying? Then you start seeing all the stories, and then you start seeing all the interviews. You see him talking, then you start hearing about all the work. And that's where I think everybody started to kind of jump on, like, oh, okay, damn, he was one of them motherfuckers. You know, then I think people started to go back and listen to his music. You know, they probably they might have liked some of them, maybe they didn't. But like you said, I think more people like him for his work.
I'm gonna give my theory, man. He was just a genuinely good soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was a good person, man. And it just the shit just hurt. I think when people seen Nipsey, they didn't like it, wasn't nothing they didn't like about it. And you get that, you know, that's rare with people. You know what I'm saying? It's so he was just one of the individuals, man. He had that certain energy on him, man. So
yeah,
that's what
I love Nipsey. Like and a lot of people, and that's the thing that I don't like when it comes to me with people. I know how to give criticism on this one particular thing. It ain't got nothing to do with the totality of a person. Like I love Nipsey. I actually didn't realize, to be honest, I used to listen to Nipsey do interviews and stuff all the time. And when he'll be doing interviews, he usually will be talking about, you know, building wealth and, you know, just spirituality and things like that. I actually didn't even realize Nipsey rap for real. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, it seemed like I didn't know he started as a rapper and then he was like this person, like motivating people and things like that. I was thinking he was one of those dudes that, you know, had established a platform from motivating people and saying good shit, and he branched out into rapping. I didn't know it was done the other way, because I just used to run across him on interviews. I did the same thing with Kevin Gates. Like, I was listening to Kevin Gates interviews before I listened to his music. And when I listened to his interviews, because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, this is this is for like dumb smart niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like the dude, he really fucked up. He sounds smart to dumb people. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't want to listen to no music that this dude put out, because this, you know, he sound like a damn fool most of the time, right?
Right.
So I wouldn't even listen to Kevin Gates' music because I heard his interviews first. So I had got caught wind of Nipsey kind of like the same way, but I actually liked Nipsey. But then, you know, I was wrong about Kevin Gates because I listened to his music and I feel like he one of the best to touch the mic. You know what I'm saying? I love his music. But I still don't like his personality. I still never would want to be around that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because he scared me. You know, I don't want to get kicked in the chest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can like your music and not like your personality. I can like your personality and not like your music.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And I think some people do catch on late. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily they jump on the bandwagon. Because like for me, I caught on to Dolph late as hell. I just really started listening to Dolph like the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, me too. I caught on him and Nipsey late.
And he been rapping for like 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? That in 20 years. And I just started listening to Dolph. Probably, and I was listening to Dolph the same year he got killed, like down every day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He dropped that album with that Talking to My Scale and all that shit. I was bumping that. I had that shit on repeat.
One of my favorite MCs of all time is Draco the Ruler.
Him too.
I didn't listen to one Draco the Ruler song till after he was dead.
I caught on with the same thing with Dolph. Like
that's crazy.
Like the same year he died. That's when I really started fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Then
that's how Mo3 was for me. I had just started listening to Mo3. Then the main passed away.
Can't listen to these niggas, man.
Yeah,
But
them niggas
even
don't
like with
last.
the
And they
Dolph,
be cold. You know what I'm saying?
matter of
They be the
fact,
cold
Sharif
ones.
put me on Mo 3. And Sharif put me on Mo 3, and
Where is
I was
Sharif,
listening
man?
to him heavy. And then next thing you know, the man passed away. I was like, damn. But in the thing with Dolph, like for instance, y'all know as far as the Dolph situation is concerned, that's something personal. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not just a celebrity. Like my people, they know this man personally and everything. When he passed away, that was something that like really hit home, right?
Yeah.
Dolph never could rap to me. I never set up and listened to no damn Dolph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
He
what I
could
was
rap
saying
to
when I
me,
first. Yeah, that's what I
That's
was.
but
what I
it's
said
like
too.
Yeah.
I felt like Dolph is one of those rappers though that did get his props. He did get his flowers while he was alive. They showed love to Dolph.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
talking about? Because to be honest with you, Dolph really got his, because that nigga can rap to me. And he really, like, I was just surprised at how many
It was
people
just
actually liked his music. But
Me
again,
too.
I like Dolph as a person. You
yeah,
know
me
what I'm
too.
saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. See, it was the same shit. When I first heard him, I was like, nah, I can't. You know, so like the first few songs, I'm like, nah, this nigga ain't talking. And then, like years later, you know what I'm saying? I go back to him. Now I got to go back and listen to all the shit I missed. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes motherfuckers just catch on late. You know what
My
I'm saying?
son, man, rest in peace. He turned me on to Dolph.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was trash.
Yeah, I thought he was trash too at
But
first.
now, I grown to like Dolph, man. Rest in peace, Dolph.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a new segment we're gonna be introducing in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? We about to wrap this segment up, but I will say one of them times though, when I did get kind of pissed off when people jumped on the bandwagon, was motherfucking Mac Dre. 'Cause I was a Mac Dre fan from the beginning, from like the mid to late '90s. And everybody, as soon as he died, matter of fact, when he was living, motherfuckers were saying he was trash. A lot of motherfuckers trash. I'm like, you listen to that nigga? You listen to that bullshit? He died. You got Drake making songs, you know what I'm saying? Tribute songs and all kind of motherfuckers talking about Mac Dre this, Mac Dre that. Even E40 did this shit, and they was beefing their whole career. They had a 30-year beef, and he made a tribute to Mac Dre. He kind of jumped on the bandwagon, kind of capitalized off the shit.
Nas
You know
did
what I'm
that shit
saying?
with Pop.
Nas did it with
I
Pop.
don't like stuff like that. That's fake
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like, that's
saying.
real
So,
fake to me. You ain't gotta have a certain level of energy and have that ant on your chest like that, where it still feel like beef and tension in the air.
but you ain't
But
got
to be making it seem like you finna, like everything is squashed in death or whatever.
yeah.
I don't rock with that, because my thing, if you really gave a fuck about this person, if you really cared about them being dead, then why didn't you squash the beef while they was alive? Because I'm pretty sure it was moments in time where you wanted to slide on these niggas.
Exactly.
So you crying and you feeling upset because somebody else slid on them, but you wanted to slide on them.
That's like if 50 Cent died, Ja Rule do a tribute.
Yeah,
right.
that's
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. R.P. 50. That was my nigga. That was my nigga for real. Yeah, that'll be some bullshit. Yeah. So yeah, so you know, if y'all ain't got nothing else on that topic, man, we got a new segment we about to introduce.
Okay.
Brother Preem, if you want to go ahead and
So our new
take it from here.
segment that we are doing on the show is actually where we are highlighting local artists.
What up, Ty J?
What's the deal, man? Honored to be here. Appreciate y'all.
Man,
How y'all
welcome to
doing?
the show, brother.
What's up with it, bro? But thank you
Hey,
for having
man,
me.
we just sitting here,
What's
man.
happening?
We talk about clout chasing, man. When people be dying, man, how everybody be jumping on the bandwagon, man. Before you introduce yourself, man, how you feel about that?
Like she said, it's just fake, bro. But I don't know. I feel a lot of ways about it, because it's just like how she said. Like, I don't know. I agree with what's your name, mom? If your mom is
Deasia.
asking, Kiasia.
Deasia.
Deasia. I agree with Deasia. How it's fake, but at the same time, you know, the Most High, and it just work in mysterious ways. Like, yeah, it's fake, but what if they really was fucked up? Not that it make it, but I did what you saying. Like, it's only fake when you go to posting shit and doing it like that. Like, he probably was fucked up, but when you start posting it, then to people like us on the outside looking in, it look fake. You know what I'm saying? But how you know they ain't so fucked up? Like, damn, I should have been a bigger person I wanted to squash it, but I wasn't a man enough to do it. You know what I'm saying?
So,
And now I never get that opportunity, you know, and that's probably what that shit be. You never know.
yeah,
But
I feel
you
that.
know, like I agree with it, but I don't know.
I feel you.
Be hard to speak on sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
So
But
brother Ty J,
what's up, bro?
man, you know, we got this new segment on the Hip Hop School Past and Present where we like to highlight local underground up and coming rappers, man. We want to get ahead of the curve, man. We see you growing, we see your movement, and we want to be like one of the first people on the scene to say, man, we fuck with Ty J before he
Yeah,
even got out there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
tell the artist about yourself, man. What's your name? Where you from, man? And talk to us, man.
I mean, I go by the name of Tajay. That's my real name, government name. Shit, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised. Been doing music. Shit, my cousin was just telling me yesterday. I remember when your mama was telling me about. No, that was my cousin, my partner. But anyway, she was like, I was talking to your mama last year. She was telling me about how when you was in second grade, you wrote a rap and it had cussing in it and shit, and she whooped you and shit. You know, like so. They just show you how long I've loved music. You know what I'm saying? I've been making music even since I was in second grade. I've been writing,
That's what's up.
like rapping. But I never thought, like, it literally was just a passion of mine. It probably subconsciously came from my father because he's always had a studio in his house. He's always rapped, but I never seen him or was attached to him enough to get it from him. And like I said, if I did, it was subconscious. You know what I'm saying? It was like I'm not noticing, or I'm doing this because my daddy did it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them. He subconsciously planted the seed because out of all his kids, he got like 9. I'm the only one that rap, but we don't even mess with each other. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so I've been making music for a while, and I mean,
How would you describe your music, man?
it's literally a direct reflection of me. That's why I hate to drop the music. Okay, I have so much music that I made and I never put out, and so now I be wanting my fans, supporters to see the growth. You know what I'm saying? And so since I haven't put out so many projects, I feel like if I drop something right now, it's like, dang, I'll drop something right now, but I got a masterpiece that I made maybe 3-4 years ago, and then I'll drop that. You know, it's like nobody can actually see the growth because they're not knowing when it was dropped, when it was made, nobody can really see it. You know what I'm saying? But my music is literally like a direct reflection of me and what I'm going through. I try to always put some real shit in my music. Not try, like I most definitely do.
Yeah,
and I feel like I was taken away from that just by a lot of other people's opinions about my music, because my music is really personal. Like I said, it's a reflection of who I am, first a reflection of what I go through. So I name drop in my songs. You know, I give you the real in my song, what I actually been through. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
And so it's just but lately, like I said, I had took a break from making my song so personal, and then I got lost in just trying to keep up with the, conform to this hip hop era now. But let me make some, like this song that I got trending right now. It's called 556. It's a remix.
Yeah, I saw it.
Everybody love it.
Yeah, it's the shit
one
for
of
sure.
the songs I really don't like, and it don't sit right with my spirit. Just because, like I said, I know who I am. I know the power I hold, and what my purpose, I guess you could say, is. I know I'm dumbing myself down for society, and it don't really feel good. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Stop right there, man. Let me ask you something. Do you think a lot of young artists are under that pressure
Hell yeah.
to conform to the bullshit, but they know better?
Hell yeah. And then a lot of niggas don't even know better, but want to know better, but don't want to say it because they trying to fit in with everybody. And then it takes for them to see a nigga like me do it. And they like, man, you real? I want to do that. Nigga, do it. Like, I ain't no different than nobody else, and I be wanting everybody to see that. Like, we all had the power to do. You know what I'm saying? To be whatever, like, and manifest whatever.
For sure. Hey, I was checking out one of your interviews, and you was talking about the Black Power and Black Pride and everything like that, man. So, what is some of your influences? As far as rap and just influences overall.
Like people that inspire me or that.
Yeah.
Man, bro, like
as far as rappers, as far as rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, as far as music, Drake was like the first real big influence. Drake fanatic. Like, I love that nigga music, bro. It always spoke to a whole different level, even when niggas was on it. Because Drake came out early 2000. I want to say like 2008,
Yeah.
probably before that, but everybody had him. He was under this light skin stigma and soft nigga shit. All this shit was going on, but I didn't care. It spoke to me, and I was just in middle school. I'm only 25, so I was in middle school and stuff like that. So Drake was like the first big influence. Of course, Wayne, you got the Lil Waynes, you got like, I think that was everybody influence, but that didn't spark an awakening in me. That was just my love for the art, like of making music, but it didn't have anything to do with the substance. I mean, Drake, yeah, because I would hear Drake, he would make me emotional in some of his songs, and so I would say I want to make music like that. I want to move people. When I do make it, I want to have this effect that he had on me. Like, you feel like these people when you bond with their music like this, you feel like these niggas, and you don't.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
It's like it's different, you know what I'm saying? So I say Drake, and then it was Wayne and stuff.
Okay.
Migos for sure. But once I started really just putting that substance to it, Kevin Gates.
Okay.
And then I had got lost in that shit because this was around time I used to dance too. I used to teach a dance team, like a little girls team and shit. Like I used to.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So back in the day, I was dancing, so I was listening to everything, Migos, trap, and I never really. I think my twin brother. I got a twin brother who I don't see yet. We don't really get along. But when we was young, my twin brother, he's so lost. He was so stuck in the damn 90s, bro. Like, no, like when I tell you, it was crazy because I was.
That's the shit, man.
I would watch this nigga turn into like the people that he would listen to. Imagine a time like, nigga, we 13, 14. I'm listening to Migos and shit, dancing, Young Nation, jigging, doing what we do. This nigga, wake up in the morning and I ask myself, life worth living, should I blast myself? Like nigga, Ice Cube, you couldn't miss him. Boosie, you couldn't miss him. And he used to always criticize my music and be like, nigga, you listening to bullshit. And then we young,
Right.
None of that music mean nothing that you listen to. And I just always felt like he was too serious. He wanted to be gangster and shit. I didn't see it. Now that I'm older, and he was young, and now that I'm older, everything that it just started resonating. It's like, damn, this music is not shit. We not talking about shit. Even
so
like
you see it,
I stopped listening to Gates though. Once I started rapping, I still wasn't at this point where I was like, man, the music not talking about nothing. I was still listening to everything in like 9th, 10th grade, but still, all of that was started coming to me. You know what I'm saying? As I got older and stuff. But I even stopped listening to all rappers though, because you can't even be original. Like if you listen to Tupac all day and then you cut on the beat, guess what? That flow gonna sound like Tupac.
Tupac.
You can't be original. You can't really create. I kind of need it.
So, what you got, D-Asia?
I was too tickled when he started. He broke out in that pop. That's hilarious like because you do have some of those people that be around the same age as you, and they have an old soul. But then also they try to make you feel bad because of where you at. So let me ask you this, because we have brought this question up a couple of times on this show. Do you think that it's important for up and coming artists to show love or pay homage to the rappers before them? Or do you, or let me add this too. Do you think it's important like for up and coming artists to know like rappers like from back in the 80s, like your Rakims, your Big Daddy Kanes and people like that? Do you think it's important to show homage?
Yeah, that's wild that you even asked me that, because I was just watching this interview the other day. Nah, fuck that. I done watched it like 2-3 times, but I was watching it a couple months ago. Then I rewatched it again like last week, and I was showing my girl. It's an interview of KRS-One. he was explaining the origins of hip hop, what this shit come from, Wooty Blam, and I was just so enlightened, and I knew some of it, but I didn't know. It's different when you hear it from the source, from somebody who was there, who was a part of the movement, who's seen this shit, right? And so, yes, to answer your question, yes, that shit is very important because, like I said, look at the music now, and that comes from a lack of education, a lack of, like, really not out, a lack of, like, motherfuckers just don't even care. Like at this point, like it doesn't really matter. They teach us to forget history, which plays a part in not paying homage to motherfuckers. They teach us everything to Like literally, they teach us to not respect each other, to not pay homage, and then not only, I mean, it don't matter. I can get into the whole religion thing, but that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
it's like everything that they programmed us to do is like devaluing us. You know what I'm saying? As a people, it's like
Indeed.
it's ridiculous. So yeah, I think it's very important to pay homage because then you start to understand the true purpose of this shit. Like KRS-One was saying, we started making hip hop as a way to cope. You got engineers, you got mechanics, you got lawyers, you got people that's great but can't get a job because of the society we was living in. So they had to make music to fucking cope with life. You know, we are creators. We were made by the creator to create. That's why everything is a creation. This phone is a creation. Everything, this podcast that we're on is a creation. See what I'm saying? We were made to create. It's just, but anyways, I kind of get lost sometimes when I get passionate. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's all good,
No,
man.
it's okay. We listening.
But like,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
like hip hop was made because our people were struggling and we was living in a race society. And KRS-One, African Bambaataa, DJ Kool Herc, these niggas started this shit and wasn't getting paid for it. They was teaching motherfuckers how to mix, scratch, DJ with no payment for this shit. You know, like this is the people we come from. This is our true nature. We were sharers. Before currency, we had trade. So our people have always been a, you know, giving type of people. Just like we helped these bitch ass niggas when they came over here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, we've always been like that. So
I'm glad you're able to express yourself like that, man, because you got people in my generation, man, who swear up and down, y'all don't know shit, y'all dumb, y'all slow, y'all don't care, man. So it's good that, you know, like our audience get to hear you express yourself and understand, man.
Thank you.
Y'all out there, man, and y'all learning, man, and y'all care
Yeah.
about this shit, y'all passionate about this shit, y'all got something to say for sure.
Yeah, and
And
it's not
dope at the same time.
For sure.
It's not a lot of us out here though, so y'all don't be wrong because it's rare. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that young motherfucker gonna listen, but it's rare that y'all are listening. You know, so it's just all like
That's
it's a
true.
learning experience. It's all humbling, bro. We all can learn so much from each other. I was just telling my big homie this the other day. He like 55, and he was just giving me my flowers the other day. Like I like where your mind is, bro. You done taught me shit about life just watching you and just doing shit like. You supposed to lead by example. Everybody want to force knowledge on people, but sometimes them just feeling your presence and seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like how you moving and shit can do a lot more than nigga. You need to look at this. You need to listen to this. You need to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And then you know that's pretty much what our show is about. It's hip hop school, past and present. You know what I'm saying? We really try to connect the older generation with your generation, you know, and the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? We try to highlight people like you to show that all these motherfuckers ain't on some mumble rap shit or they ain't just talking about killing like each other, you know, and shit like that. We try to show the diverse topics and the you know what I'm saying, and everything like that, the diverse sound and everything like that. So yeah, definitely shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
I remember when we first chopped it up, and I was telling you about the podcast, and I was telling you about one of our segments. And remember, he's in the age when I was telling you about the hashtags. You got to put the city with the hashtags.
Yeah.
That's who told me about that.
Okay,
that's what's up. He know his stuff. I want to ask you this question because somebody that's a Amber Alert, ain't it? We ain't no superheroes. Don't alert us. We ain't jumping off this podcast to go save nobody, so don't alert us. But listen, I want to ask you this because I think it's a dilemma that artists have to deal with that are as knowledgeable as you are in. You're able to see the BS in the game. You're able to see that there's this thing where like the BS is getting pushed. And we were having a conversation about that. And I think that when I hear you talk and I hear you talk about how you express yourself in your music and where you want to go with your music, that lets me know that you are aware of what's going on. That lets me know that your intentions are not to push BS, but the consumer seem to want the BS. So now you got to give the people what they want. And in the process of giving them what they want, you doing a disservice to yourself. So I think that, and you let me know if I'm right or wrong. I feel as though the problem that we have in hip hop today, as far as the negativity that is being pushed on our people, I really do feel like it's more of a consumer problem than an artist problem. What you think about that?
You absolutely right, but it just leads back to how we have this need to be accepted as people. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be accepted. Everybody want to, and then the money too. You know, we doing it for the wrong reason. All that question made me think about KRS-One in this fucking interview that I'm telling y'all. This nigga said, bro, African Bambaataa and DJ Kool Herc. So it was Grandmaster Flash, African Bambaataa, DJ Kool Herc. These are the three people that just did this shit, right? Yeah. Set the tone. You got Kool Herc with the DJ, and he came up with the word hip hop. African Bambaataa did this whole thing, had his epiphany, all this crazy shit, right? So you got these three people these pioneers who started this shit for us, and then they telling all the youngsters, everybody, hey, this shit gonna get big. Before anybody even know, like I'm telling you, nigga, we wasn't getting paid. So before anybody even know, these niggas is like, say, you see this power, you see how we can get everybody outside, and we feeling this shit, and y'all see this, they gonna come for us. They want some of this. And then, like I said, it was a racist time. Niggas couldn't get jobs, so everybody was poor. That's why we stuck together like this. Everybody was poor than a bitch. Everybody, it wasn't no nigga with them on, nigga, yo lame man. We always poor, so we ain't finna make fun of your shoes or make fun of what you going through, cause we all going through this. Slavery was not that long ago, nigga. If you see a motherfucker 80 and up, they was in that shit. Like no bullshit, they was in that shit. So that shit made me think about how he told everybody these people gonna come for us, and y'all can't sell out. You have to see the value. That's like if you make something right now, like that hat you got on right here, big bro, with the star on it. Say you made that hat, and a motherfucker come to you, damn, you ain't sold no hat. But they say, damn, I can give $1 million for that hat, and that's in that patent, and that and you say, what you gonna do? Be desperate because you want $1 million?
I need that.
You gonna say, damn, if he gonna throw me $1 million, somebody out here got 100 million. You see what I'm saying? And stay down and know your worth. Niggas was so fucking desperate, they sold out our whole culture. They sold out money, and KRS explained how you got all these people that's with no talent, with no value, that's mimicking the Cool Crush brothers, Run DMC. They they took all their routines and shit from people really in the hood, and then they ain't even had no phones to be like, these niggas done stole my shit. They just gotta sit back and watch these niggas make millions off of their ass. It's crazy, but yeah, bro.
So what you say, they couldn't go live on a nigga and tell them?
They couldn't say they truth. They couldn't speak. Like everything was suppressed and censored.
That's true though.
You couldn't express like how we do now. I can just blow some shit up. This nigga lying. Woo. You couldn't do that back then, and nobody was trying to hear that shit. So I think it's a consumer thing, but it come back. Like you can never blame somebody else but you for something that you do. We can say but it's really like, nigga, why are we doing it for them? Why are we doing it for money? This shit was sacred to us. It wasn't about money in the beginning. It was sacred. It was you gonna come out here and spit your truth. I rock red shoes and I like blue, whatever the fuck. Nigga, it wasn't even about gangster. It was literally the truth. Everything that they were saying, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Just in a way of expressing that shit. And then they sold that shit for money. Now you doing it for the money. You lose the love. What you want me to talk about? Well, what I'm supposed to do? Nigga, you shouldn't even be asking that. This is supposed to be sacred. Like I said, we creating. You creating this shit. It wasn't like, I don't know. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but it's nobody's fault.
Let me ask you this, because you're definitely growing, and there are gonna be people coming to you for deals and everything. What do you see your future? Do you think that you're going to remain independent, or are you looking to sign to a label?
I know
what route do you see yourself taking?
I know I'm gonna be independent, and I'm just coming to this. I want to say maybe 2-3 months, because I was debating, like, damn, do I want this? Do I want distribution? But like here recently, I listened to a lot of La Russell. I don't know if y'all ever heard of La Russell.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucker, man.
West Coast.
Yeah, it's West Coast, but he's from Vallejo, California.
Right.
Like, when I was, like I said, I've been going through a lot of shit. And so once I got a hold of this nigga music, it literally just reminded me of why I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was lost. I'm treating it like a business. I need to make a twerk song. I need to make this. I need to make that. I'm losing my buzz. I need to do something to get the fuck all of that shit, nigga. Live, walk in your purpose, nigga. Like,
hey, that's dope too, cause
that's real.
that's dope, cause the Russell, he had to deal with Rock Nation.
It turned it down,
but he walked away from it because they was on some bullshit. And he said, "I'm gonna do my own thing."
Exactly.
That's big and that's major. That takes some nuts to walk away from Rock Nation.
That nigga, the Russell say,
like
that nigga, the Russell in his song say, "Nigga, I want everything. Gonna have to give me God's deal." You hear me?
Yeah,
that's how I'm feeling, nigga. Like, we want what we work for, nigga. We ain't taking no percentage, no cut, no none of that. Nigga, give us settle for $1 million. They done made $200 million off of your ass, and not we supposed to be greedy or nothing, but nigga, they greedy, nigga. We got family, grandkids, cousins, we got all of this shit. Not to mention the 24 trillion they accumulated off our fucking backs from slavery, nigga. You can't even fathom $1 million, $1 billion. Not to mention $24 trillion that they took from our people. You know what I'm saying? Got all of us just here like niggas robbing, drug dealing, stealing, rapping about demeaning their spirit just for money, nigga, just for something that they owe us. Like
selling their souls is
really ain't
what they say.
Literally, that's selling your soul.
Yeah, that's
when
what they say.
Do something for money, that's selling your soul. It don't matter if they tell you put on this fingernail for $3 million. You just sold your motherfucking soul, nigga, because you know that's not some shit we do.
That's a deal. Yeah, that's a deal. Getting them deals.
Niggas not. Niggas, man, and then they get them young. You know, back in the day, we had all the rappers really was older. Like you old enough to know what's going on, you know, and then don't go back farther than that with the Teddies and the Luther Vandross. These niggas is grown man. Right. Anita, these motherfuckers grown. Look, you can't, and they was getting fucked over. Imagine the young niggas, 15, 16, blowing with record deals. Niggas ain't really a bitch ass thing. Niggas is good with they little Mercedes Benz in their house, and now they $250,000 in debt. Crazy.
Hey, so let me ask you about the whole DFW rap scene, man. Where do you see yourself fitting in that whole scene, man? And where do you want to be eventually? Do you want to be because Fort Worth ain't on the map, you know what I'm saying? As far as it, but really Dallas ain't really too much on the map either, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you trying to be that one, or you know, where do you see yourself fitting in at?
I definitely am. Like, it's a lot of shit I've been wanting to do within my own community, like even rappers like PB, all these niggas. I even tried to talk to like Lil PMG when I was recording his ass, but you know, these niggas be so lost and like, let me have been a nigga who made it already. Listen. Yeah, Tajay, you right. Woo, riding dick just because I got money. I'm right, bitch. Y'all niggas stupid. I'm right even if I'm broke, nigga. You hear me? Like, but anyway, I be wanting to talk to these niggas, but they don't want to hear that shit. And I understand because it's hard when you done lost somebody, bro. When you done lost your brother, it's hard to tell a nigga, just let that shit. Let what go? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, bro. But
I feel you.
It's a never ending cycle. Like, nigga, and that shit really ain't even gonna make you feel no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid, bro. And then if they could talk to their people, it don't matter. But yeah, I want to do a lot more. I don't really see me fitting into the DFW rap scene. I really see myself because I have this revolutionary spirit about me, and I just feel like I can do anything and shit. So
for sure.
I be feeling like, man, I've been saying I was gonna volunteer at like schools like Dunbar and shit, like try to do something like with a music program. I don't know, something though, just to show niggas that you can be cool, gangster, and not have to do gangster is not what they think. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters need to be a thing, nigga. The real gangsters is the settlers and savages that came and took our land, nigga. That's a gangster. Y'all niggas ain't doing that, so it's not even. These niggas don't even understand, bro. Like, they don't understand, fool. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm gonna fit into the rap scene or none of that shit. I just want to change the narrative. I want it to fit to me. You see what I'm saying? I want niggas to gravitate to me because that's why I was trying to fit into the DFW rap scene and get in there how I could. And now, fuck them. They either gonna listen or they not because energy is something you can't even ignore. You know what I'm saying? So when it's pure, when that shit meant to be, it's just gonna be like our mama tell us, what's for you gonna always be for you. Ain't nobody, you know, it's like real shit. What's for you?
Yeah. Let me ask you this, because you had a viral moment. I went onto your Instagram and I seen that you had a viral moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel for you to have that viral moment, and what type of responses were you getting? Because I know when you go viral, people gonna be hitting you up in the DMs in your inbox. You're gonna get so many different messages. How was it to go viral, and what are some of the messages were you getting? Were they more positive, negative? How was that moment for you?
Now it's everybody got so much ego. It don't really be a lot of genuine shit. It just be more like, oh, this hard. Oh, what song is this? Niggas is so lazy now too. They're not really gonna send you no in depth. Like it's just the rare ones. They're gonna be like, man, this is really hard. You keep going. You're gonna be one of the hardest. Don't let you. Every now and then I get some of them where niggas just encouraging me to keep going and whoop de blam. But like for the most part, just a lot of shares, a lot of comments and shit. Like it just, I don't know. I had two pages. My Instagram got deleted after I posted it. Like I had an Instagram, it was like 12K on my Instagram, and then I had posted this video. My videos would maybe do 6,000 average, 6,000 views, and then I posted that 556, and it did like 30,000 on my page, and my page got deleted. Then I had to make a whole new page, and then it did like 17,000, then 20,000 twice on the new page. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. And so, I mean, but it's still not nothing because you got so many people that'll fuck with you behind closed doors. Like you don't know how many times I done been in somewhere and I be standing around because it's my city, so I be outside, like I be places. I'm not a Hollywood guy, I be out. They see me on 7th Street with CDs, clothes, jackets. Here, you want to buy this? Like on the streets, like for real, I'm out here. So, like, I'm sorry, what was I saying?
You basically you would be surprised. It sounded like you was going down the road to say you would be surprised at how many people that's actually watching
like,
you that ain't saying nothing.
That ain't
and
saying
then
nothing.
You
Like,
see them in person and you realize
even in person though, that's what killed me. Even in person, I'll be sitting around like I was at the barbershop. There's a bunch of black people in there. So I'm at the barbershop chilling. I'm just talking to the barber and we chilling, and this dude that's been sitting next to me for like 30, 45 minutes, I finally say something to him. I'm like, what's up, bro? My name's Tajay. Oh, yeah, I know who you is. I listen to your music. I'm like, damn. Nigga ain't
that should be weird.
Like,
yeah, that'd be that weird shit.
It's all the time, too.
Do you feel any pressure, like when you go viral and you get that feeling of, knowing that all of these eyes are on you? Do you feel any pressure to try and recreate that moment to make you go viral?
Yeah, but I'm literally just getting out of that shit. Like, I'm literally just getting out of that shit because look, I had to realize something. Like I'm telling you, I had got so lost in this shit, y'all. I've been rapping. I put my first song out 2015, like on SoundCloud, and
that was a while ago. That was almost 10 years ago.
Come on, 2015. I put my first song out. I was in high school, recorded on some of the cheap ass headphones, free software. I just did that shit myself. And man, when I first put my first song out, it did probably like 500 views, 600 views. And I was in high school, and I'm like, damn, that's some cool views. But back then, I would be appreciative. Like right now, if I get 600 views, I'm thinking I'm doing bad. I'm like, oh my fucking God, 600 views, that's all I'm worth now. But back then, I would be so grateful for anything, 100 views, anything. And I feel like that played a big part of my success, just being appreciative of my growth. And so then I started getting lost in that shit once I did. Like I said, this was in high school. I did 100,000 views in high school on the song. And I ain't even, like, I was the only nigga promoting it, never posted on the blog. I didn't know anything about promotion and paying people to post. So I was the only person. I probably reposted my own song 100,000 times. Like, I was like, literally. And so I did 100,000 views. I was still in high school, but nobody knew me. Nobody's running around saying, and I have a song with 100,000 views, and nobody's talking about me. This is in 2017, 2016. Like, this is crazy. And so I'm like, why nobody know me? Why nobody talking about me? And I just kept going. I ended up doing 100,000 views again on the song I didn't even promote at all, and did 100,000 views again. And so once I did them big numbers, I started really just being hard on myself. Like, if you don't do no numbers like this, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? And so then I just stopped appreciating everything. Like 2,000 views, I'm falling off. I'm fucking up. Like I just thought, and now I'm at this point where I'm like feeling like I'm lost, and it just discourages you when it should. Like I said, it should never be about the views. It should never be about the money. It should never be about what they want. It's sacred. It should be about you. It should be about how you feel. You know?
Your
That's
art.
why. That's why you get exactly. That's why you got these people that sign the labels and they so upset because they can't even drop when they want. They can't even do it like how they used to when they loved it. I
Exactly.
can just freely do it when I want, drop what I want. The label on your ass. I need a song about this. I need you to mention this in the song. I need you to talk about Percocet. I need you to do this so you can fuck up the kids. I need you to. That's what they do. I need you to paint your nails so all the little boys think it's cool to paint. I need you to wear a purse. I need you to here's $1 million. Wear this dress.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on for sure.
Crazy, man.
For sure.
Man, you definitely make me proud, man, and give me hope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me
for
too.
sure.
For the future, man, and the youth, man. So, man, we really appreciate you coming on, man.
It's definitely been a pleasure.
This is our
breath
this
of
is
fresh
we've been.
air.
It'll be a year next month for this podcast, and you are our first underground spotlight.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
think we did it the big way. We got a big fish this time.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
I got a fin now.
That's what's up.
So tell everybody, man, where they can find your music, man, and what to expect coming from you, brother.
Man, y'all can find my music on any platform. Just type in Tajay, how you see it right there, TAHJAE. Just simple. I got a new Instagram. It's the real Tajay, but if you just, it's no music, nigga. If you want the music, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, Spotify, like literally every platform. I think I'm on Pandora, iHeartRadio. I'm on everything. So just type in Tajay.
We're on Pandora.
Pandora. Let me check.
Yeah. Take me out.
So it's Tajay on It'll be Tajay on Spotify and all of that.
Everything. Yes, man. Just Tajay. TAHJAE.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, hey, so we definitely appreciate you coming through, man.
Y'all check out the music too.
That's what I
heard everything, but
yeah, I heard a few, man. It's banging, Hey, so we definitely behind you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whenever you want to come back, man, you know, we can have you
anytime, man. We make this a regular thing. I'm talking about. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build with the people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put up for you tomorrow at the I'm put up tomorrow at the liquor store.
Okay, bet. Yeah, it's all love, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're gonna get with you. Appreciate you, bro.
Peace.
All
right. How you say it again? Denise? How you say it? I'm sorry.
It's DeAsia.
DeAsia.
Yeah, DeAsia.
Peace, got it. All right, y'all.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah. So that was real good, man. That was a real, you know, that's something we're gonna be doing at least once a month. You know what I'm saying? Our underground artist spotlight. So that was a good.
If y'all know somebody that y'all think deserves a spotlight, man, hit me up.
Yeah. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
And he is on Pandora. I just looked it up. It's TAH with apostrophe JAE. Yep, he on Pandora.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Fort Worth, Texas, man.
In the building. He finna put Fort Worth on the map.
Hey, somebody need to.
Fort Worth ain't on the map. Twisted Black can do it. Tajay finna do it. You hear me?
Hey, somebody gonna have to do it. Somebody gonna have to do it. You know, it's coming. You know
I like he was very articulate, spoke very well. You know, he was able to expound on different points that were necessary for people to hear. I definitely appreciate having him on and being able to highlight him as a up and coming local artist.
Yeah, and his music pretty dope too. I checked him out on YouTube. He got some pretty dope music
I
too,
listened to some of it too.
Yeah, he's nice with it. He's nice with it.
Yeah, so if y'all out there watching, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and check him out, hit him up, subscribe to him, you know, all that kind of shit. So
and hell, while y'all out there, subscribe to us too. Shit, like hit that subscribe button while you're watching it.
You already know, hit that like, hit the shit, all that type of shit. So y'all know what time it is. You know, it's time to get into that school post. So here it is. You know what I mean? This week's school post is, we're going to stop the 2 Live Crew cap now. They were of the utmost importance for not only hip hop, but several genres of music. It would be no 3-6. What did it say? Would be no 3-6. It would be no 6 alive without them. And NWA
would have faded off into the sunset.
Yeah, so what y'all think about that?
Can I bring people up to speed as to why this post was made?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so this post was made because there was a post prior that was made that said that who the
2 Live Crew was more impactful than
2 Live Crew was more impactful on the culture than 3-6 Mafia. So there was a conversation that transpired following that, which led to someone in our group, the Hip Hop School Past and Present group that's on Facebook, that person made that post in response to that was basically like, stop playing with 2 Live Crew. They were impactful and way more impactful than 3-6, and then they threw NWA in there as well. So that's just to bring you guys up to speed as to why that post was made.
But yeah, that's pretty much a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 Live Crew was definitely of utmost importance. Like he said, not only to hip hop, but to music, period. And not only really to music, but to freedom of speech, freedom of expression, you know what I'm saying, through any kind of art form, you know what I'm saying? So but definitely, you know, as far as hip hop goes, for sure. And he said even NWA. NWA had a hell of an impact on the culture too, though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you think about that and just ushering in the gangster rap and the gangster rap era, and how, you know, Snoop and Dre and all the branches from the NWA tree, shit, they've been hella influential too. But I think overall, you know what I'm saying, 2 Live Crew started that whole wave. They opened the door. It had to be somebody. It was them. You know what I'm saying? And shit, they was hot. They had some of the hottest shit going on at the time. Motherfuckers was loving Luke and the 2 Live Crew and all them party songs and all the concerts and all that shit. So yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was, yeah, I mean, I totally agree.
And post I pick, y'all handle it.
Motherfucker, yeah.
No, man. That's big cap as far as the NWA part, man.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Yeah. My bad, job. My grandson in the background, but nah, man. 2 Live Crew was impactful. They knocked down some doors legally for music, hip hop music in general. But NWA, that's a different whole animal, man. Now the 3-6, yeah, of course, but the NWA, nah, I can't ride with them.
Okay.
And study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I called a guy. Listening to Eminem.
That was the whole world, though. Of course,
man, everybody was on it.
Yeah, still that was the whole world. It was actually studying tapes of NWA. I remember when Easy E came
NWA
out,
was the tutorers on how to be gangster.
It was. I remember when that Easy E album had came out. Motherfuckers used to have that shit in elementary school, and they used to get in trouble for having that little Easy E tape. It was the cassettes and shit like that. Man, motherfuckers used to.
And y'all want to know something? NWA and Ice Cube and that beef. Remember when they all had that beef going on? I think that was the funniest beef in hip hop to me. Like what them videos that they was coming out with in the songs they was coming out with when they was beefing with each other. When you look back at it, that was some funny shit.
Yeah, that was the best shit. That was like the best beef to me, the hip hop beef overall. Just NWA first with Easy E and Cube, and you know NWA and Cube, you know, versus Cube. Then when they broke off, and it was
Dre.
Yeah, then it was Dre against Easy E and all that kind of shit.
That was some hilarious stuff.
Snoop.
I think they beef was funny, and it was somebody that was beefing with the Hot Boys that came out. You ain't no Soldier Boy. Put down that Soldier rag. That video that they came out, that was funny too. I like when them beefs be comical and they be making parodies about each other.
Hey, but even speaking of 2 Live Crew, Snoop and them was beefing with 2 Live Crew and Luke and them. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know beat up in Miami.
That's T.
I heard the Snoop and the Dolph got beat up in Miami.
Yep.
Oh, Snoop little thin ass probably got mollywopped.
Yeah, especially way back then. That's when I think he might have been still a teenager back then, 19, something like that. Yeah, they was beefing back then. You remember that shit in the Dre Day song? Yeah.
I remember the Dre Day stuff. Yeah, that was a funny video.
Yeah, it was like Luke's bending over, so Luke's getting fucked, stuck, whatever, however that shit go.
Oh, okay. So I did not know the inner workings of it. I was way younger watching the video, so now I've made that connection now.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think about that when this whole post came up. That is a little connection right there between 2 Live Crew and
you learned something. That's the thing. Hip hop school.
And that beef got physical and violent.
It did. It did. You know what I'm saying?
I did not know that. I thought it was all on wax.
No, anybody get killed though. Luckily, you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, ain't no wrong with catching a
Watch the hip
fade.
hop school, baby. We learn.
Yeah.
every day, all the time. So yeah, so that was the school post. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, we got some big shit popping. You know,
Got
y'all
trivia.
stay. Oh, the trivia. Yeah. Let's
Oh,
do
you
the
ain't did the
trivia.
trivia. He
I
ready to
almost,
end
I
the
almost
show.
forgot about the trivia. Oh, man.
Y'all know how we do each and every week. We have our hip hop trivia question. We asked y'all to try to answer it throughout the duration of the show, but y'all didn't do it.
Ain't nobody had no guesses. You know what I'm saying? This is Googleable. I'm surprised nobody ain't try to Google it.
I should have Googled it.
You know what I'm saying? So who was the first rap group to perform on Saturday Night Live? The first rap group to perform was, I think it was 1981. So
Wow.
that was way back. That was the year I was born, nigga. So 1981.
I thought you said 1982 at first.
I had went back to look. I thought it was 82, but shit,
Do
ain't no
you know the
difference.
answer to this trivia
Yeah,
question?
I just told you I went back and looked.
You can't be
So,
going from one year to the next, and
And
it's gonna be
81, 82, it don't make a difference. That shit
I
it
was
sent
does. That's what
I
40
sent some
years
good
ago.
guesses out too, man. And I'm frustrated that I don't know
I
the
just
answer to
said.
this.
Salt and pepper,
Houdini,
Heavy and the boys.
Houdini? Nope, it ain't Houdini.
Run DMC,
Ain't none of that. Nope.
What coast they from?
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys, that's a good guess. That's a good guess, but it ain't Beastie Boys.
So it's somewhere up in there with
And
the
I'm gonna
Beastie
tell you
Boys.
why it's a good guess, because Blondie hosted the show. She was supposedly, quote unquote, the first rapper to host Saturday Night Live, but she wasn't the first rapper to perform.
So it was a white group.
Y'all
I
stuck.
don't know no other white group. But
She
the
must have
Beastie
Googled
Boys,
it.
like,
She must have Googled it.
Ain't no white group before the Beastie Boys.
is
I
this
ain't
nigga
say it was a
talking
white
about the
group.
Beatles or some shit?
I ain't say it was a white group.
Sugar Hill.
Nah, somebody got it. Somebody got it in the comments. I'm about to post it for y'all.
Well, let's let them have it, man. Who we got?
Jelanda got it. Jelanda
Rappers-
Zachary. The
Funky
4
4
plus
plus
1.
1.
Oh,
Okay, that's
Jelanda
real good.
Zachary. That's my
Why
partner right
is,
there. She's so smart and intelligent.
She is, and she also said in the comments, because I'm not handling the mouse right now. She also said in the comments that she was missing smash or pass or something. So it sounds like, you know, we took up her time and she really enjoyed it, so she stayed. So that's always good. That's always good.
My
Thank you
folks
for
right there.
coming in.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the support. But yeah, so she said she Googled it. I said because ain't nobody guessed it. So she Googled it. Funky 4 plus 1. That's the first. That's the group with the first female MC Shot Rock. So she was the plus one.
Star Child, he said Rappers Delight. Rappers Delight was a group. I thought Sugar Hill Gang was the group that did the song.
You know,
Rappers
Star
Delight.
Child, man. He, you know.
What is he talking about?
Who knows, man?
He always outside.
Hey,
Me
up
and
under
my
the
boys
stars.
outside.
Up under the stars. That's why his name's Star Child. Up under the stars.
Check out Star Child. He got some new dope music out.
And he got some nice legs, ladies. You when the summer hit, he be them legs. They right. Put them what them shorts is, the hoochie daddy shorts. And you gonna be outside and it's hot in Atlanta, so you might as well put your hoochie daddy shorts. Get your quad showing. Calves and shit. Man. He be all outside in military boots. Ain't shit so damn thighs. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Yeah, but yeah, go check out Star Child. He got some new dope music he just dropped with
Cujo Goody.
Yeah, with Cujo Goody from the Goody Mob. So go check him out.
Yeah, that song was dope too.
Yeah, so that's it for tonight. You know what I'm saying? We hope y'all enjoyed the show. If y'all ain't subscribed, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We got some major heat coming up for y'all in the next week, in the next few months. We got some major heat for y'all. Like I said,
we ain't bullshit. We ain't just saying this just to be talking. It's some heat coming up, so you better subscribe.
Yeah, Hip Hop School, past and present, we doing big things. So
train for the pull out, suckers.
Yeah, so make sure y'all hit them notifications because y'all don't want to miss it. You know what I mean? And with that being said, we about to check up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Class is out of session, like I said before. All right, y'all.
The Hip Hop School, past and present podcast.